Good morning. It's about 6 a.m. Just finished packing the car. We're about to go on an adventure. So we just stopped at Rivieren. We had a good drive. We just checked in, did all the paperwork. It was a breeze, it was really easy. And now we're gonna go and get our permit sorted so that we can drive into the park, and we're gonna make our way to Nossob camp today. So it's quite a drive. Let's get going. Alright, so we have stopped to put in extra fuel. We have made a coffee run, made a quick pit stop to fill up the flask. And we've deflated tires down to about 1.5 bar. The gravel road's going to be quite demanding, so generally we try to deflate the tires to about 1.5 bars. So now we're ready to start making our way up to Nossob. Just need to do 1 or 2 more things, and then we're going to start making up the drive. So let's see what we see. So we were driving on the way to Nossob, and we saw a few baby ostriches crossing the road, and we stopped, and they decided to have a little bit of a dust bath. It was really, really cool to see. Here's some footage of it. So we just stopped at Skolk picnic site. We're just going to take a bit of a break, stretch our legs. We're about halfway up to Nossob, and it's been super, super quiet. We've seen maybe some springbok,
baby ostrich,
lots of ostriches, a lot of gemsbok, oryx. But besides that, it's been really, really quiet. Even on a bird perspective, it's been really, really quiet. So we're going to stretch our legs and grab something to eat, and then we're going to carry on our drive to Nossob. So we've swapped drivers, and we're still making our way to Nossob. It's a further drive than what we thought, and the road is very quiet. Very, very, very quiet. We have seen so far nothing but zebra. Oh, no zebra.
no zebra,
Nothing but oryx and springbok and ostriches and some wildebeest.
hartebeest.
And some hartebeest. We saw some red hartebeest, which was nice. Now, don't see that every day, but still very quiet. So we're at Nossob after driving the entire day, and we saw basically nothing. It was a really quiet afternoon. Nothing very interesting. Some planes game. No, not even many birds, to be honest. It was a long day. It was a long drive. We've just finished setting up camp, and now we're going to start a fire and relax a little bit, and then have dinner and hopefully get some rest, because tomorrow we have to head to Mata Mata, which, based off of today,
We've made bad life decisions.
Nossob to Mata Mata is going to probably take us the entire day, so lessons were learned. But you know what? The campsite's beautiful. I'll show you guys what the campsite looks like. I'll show you what it looks like. It's really nice. The setup at Twee Rivieren is a little bit better, a little bit more comfortable. There's a little bit more privacy between the camps. Here everything feels a little bit on top of each other, but
too open.
It's still beautiful. Yeah. It's still really nice. There's soft sand, so you can get your tent pegs in peace, which is really convenient. So yeah, let's get the fire started and let's have some food. Entertaining tip that if the day is quiet out in the bush, focus on the wildlife in the campsite. Some mongoose, some slender mongoose around here. Got some really cool footage of them. Here's some of it.
This is really good.
So here's dinner. Game steaks with some potato salad and some lemon pepper seasoning. Car's been packed up, tent's been packed up. Time to make some coffee and hit the road. We heard lions throughout the night. Neither of us slept well because of the lions. They kept waking us up, so we'll see. We drove from Nossob back towards Mata Mata this morning, and we were really hopeful because we heard lions throughout the entire night. And on the way we found some tracks on the road as well, so we were really optimistic, but unfortunately nothing. We saw some jackals, which was really interesting. They were pouncing on something, we're not sure what, but we waited for a while and didn't see anything. So now we're at Kgalagadi picnic site. We're gonna make some coffee, stretch our legs a little bit, and then continue on our drive up to Mata Mata. So we've just touched base at Kamqua, at the picnic site. We took the drive from Nossob that cuts across the dunes, and it was very quiet. I think we saw a handful of gemsbok and that was it. So I don't know if I'd do that drive again unless it was for transit, just to get to Nossob, for example. So we're gonna have some lunch. We've got some leftovers from yesterday and little miniature wraps that Monique made, and we're gonna have that with some cheese. And then we're gonna head up to Mata Mata, get a campsite, set up camp, and go for a sunset drive. So let's see. I know this road and the Alp riverbed always produces something special. I'm looking forward to seeing what we might see today. The last time we were here, the Alp riverbed was phenomenal. I mean, it produced our best sightings. So we're a bit further up now, a bit further north. So we'll see how it goes. But either way, we'll be happy with what we get, whatever it is. So we're currently sitting at Craig Lockhart. We decided instead of driving around, we're going to come to a waterhole that we've heard has some good sightings. We've stopped in the shade of an enormous tree, which is really nice, and we're waiting. We're going to wait and see. We're going to wait here until it's time to go back to camp when the gates close. So far we've seen one Philippius. We'll see how it goes. Monique is confident that we'll see something here if we wait. She's confident, me not so much. So we'll see what happens. We'll give it a try, and maybe it produces something cool. We'll see. Back at camp, we arrived about half an hour ago, got the fire going, ready to cook. This afternoon's drive was very unproductive. We saw literally next to nothing. So I'm hoping tomorrow on the drive down to Rivieren, it's a busy road, it's a busy area, there's a lot of game, a lot of wildlife, so we're hoping that we'll see something. But yeah, today was really quiet. The drive up to Mata was almost dead, and the afternoon drive this afternoon we saw almost nothing. So one big herd of Kamqua, which was cool. Yeah, now it's time to get dinner sorted and to have a meal, get some rest for tomorrow. Good morning. We decided to sleep in this morning. It's nice and cold again, so we're gonna pack up camp. We're gonna start making our way down to Twee. We've made coffee, we've got everything ready. We just have to basically pack up our tent and put things back in the car. So yeah, let's pack up. If you want to do something interesting, special, at Mata, they have a bird of prey exhibit. Have a look. So we're stocking up on some snacks at Mata, and we are about to make our way down to Twee. What are we going to see today, love?
We are going to see, what is this called? A lion kill and leopard.
We're going to see a lion kill and a leopard.
Also, for one of my students, I found a new zero sugar monster, which is very exciting.
Nice. Yeah. Cool. So let's see what we do. Let's see what we see. We're going to take it easy, just make our way down, and we'll see how it goes.
Making our way downtown, driving slow.
So far on our trip, we have seen 3 snakes in total, and unfortunately, all 3 of those snakes have been dead in the road. They've been driven over. So, just a friendly reminder: if you're in a national park, please travel the speed limit, and please pay close attention to the smaller wildlife. It's not all about the lions and about the leopards, about the elephants and the cheetahs, and smaller wildlife is important too. So please pay attention to the roads and travel the speed limit. They're there for a reason. It's a real shame seeing roadkill in a national park. What did you say this morning we were going to see?
A lion kill. And a leopard. That has not happened yet. However...
Yeah, just past the Rooibrak Waterhole, we saw a couple cars stopped, and there is a big male sitting under a tree with a kill. So we're going to hang out here for a bit and see what happens. We are not too far away from Twee, it's about 70 k's or so, so it won't take us too long to get there. So we're going to hang around, see what happens. If he just lifts up his head, cool. If he doesn't, cool. It's not exactly a photogenic situation.
But he's there.
He's far away, he's in the shadows, the sun is too bright. It's about 11 o'clock now, so... But he's there. We saw lions.
He's there.
We saw a lion.
A lion.
Not plural.
Not yet.
Not plural.
Not yet.
Not
We
yet.
will probably still find more.
Probably.
But we shall see.
Cool. I'm gonna see if I can get some footage. If not, you'll just have to take my word for it. Alright, so we're at Rivieren again, our favourite campsite. We're not going to record every time we set the tent up because, I mean, setting a tent up. But we set up camp. It's been really windy this afternoon, so we had to really get the tent pegs in. And this afternoon we're going to go on the Nossob road. So we checked the sightings board, and this afternoon was this morning was quiet coming back on the Alp road. There wasn't too much, but it seems like the Nossob road had a busy morning. So yeah, we decided to take the Nossob road this afternoon, see what happens, see what we see, and then take the Alp road tomorrow morning as our last game drive. So we saw a lion with a kill. That was check 1. So now all that's left on the list is to see a leopard. I'd love to see a leopard or an African wildcat. That's pretty much on the top of my list. I'd love to see an African wildcat again. So, what do you think? Think we'll see it?
We'll see a leopard.
Think we'll see a leopard?
I think we'll see a leopard. I'm not sure about an African wildcat. We'll have to get it back to Coventry.
We'll see. So we were driving on the Nossob road, and so far we saw a juvenile Cape Cobra, which was really, really cool. Not every day you see a juvenile like that out in the wild. And then we were stopped by other guests here, and they mentioned to us that there's a mating pair of lions. And they gave us an idea of where to look, and we were able to find them, which was really, really cool. So when we got here, they were busy mating, and then they kind of fell down flat into the thickets. So we can kind of see the outline of the 2 lions, at least the female. But we're waiting for them to set up now. We'll see. We'll see if they set up, and we'll see if we'll get some footage from that. You think they'll set up?
Eventually.
Eventually. I think they'll set up too. Let's see. Back at camp. The afternoon was quiet except for the lions. It was quite interesting, but we barely saw the lions. We saw the male stand up once or twice. The female moved a little bit. We saw a juvenile Cape cobra, which is quite unique. You don't often see juvenile snakes out in the wild. Besides that, it was quite quiet, but it was still beautiful. Still had a really nice sunset. We had a nice drive back to camp. Now we're back at camp. Gonna make some dinner. We've got some lamb chops and some roast veggies that we've wrapped in tin foil, and that we will put on the coals once we're cooking the meat. So yeah, that's dinner. And tomorrow morning we're going to take one last drive out on the Alp Road. Yesterday some people saw cheetah on that road, and there's 1 or 2 leopards in that area that we know frequent that area, so we're hoping to see them, because that'll be our last drive. So we're going to wake up super early, pack up camp, be out as soon as we can, and then do a last game drive before we have to leave the park. So yeah, let's get started on dinner.
Okay, apparently I'm filming this one. So it's our last morning. We're going for a last drive in the Alp Road thing. So they saw cheetah here yesterday twice, 2 different ones, and leopard as well. And we know both of the leopards, well, both of the female leopards here have cubs. So we're really hoping to see that. Do you think we'll see?
I have high hopes.
High hopes.
I have high hopes. So, since it's our last morning, I hope we see something. Because it has been quite a quiet trip. We've learned some hard lessons on
Yes.
this trip.
As we do every trip.
Lesson number 1.
Nossob is far.
Nossob is far. Lesson number 1 is stay at a camp for more than one night.
Yes.
It's not worth it.
Nope.
We learned this the hard way. The Kgalagadi is massive. You're driving for 7-8 hours between camps if you're actually seeing things, and it turns into a really, really exhausting day. So stay more than one night at a camp. Tip number 1.
Yeah, but we weren't the only ones doing this. We found out this morning, so.
Found out from some other guests that also had a bit of a slow experience because they were moving around too much. Lesson number 2.
It gets very cold. Colder than expected.
The weather forecast, we're at the end of May, the weather forecast said that it will only go down to about 10 degrees. It is currently 6 degrees, so it's quite a bit colder than what it was forecast. And we did not pack appropriately. As you can see, I'm wearing 2 jackets. It is very, very cold.
Lesson 3.
That's lesson 3. Don't forget your hammer at home to get
no,
the tent pegs in.
Don't. We didn't forget it at home.
Oh, I have a hammer at home. I just forgotten it.
It's not the right hammer.
It's not. Yeah. Don't forget a hammer at home.
If you do, rocks work just as well if you don't mind hitting your hand a few times.
Find a good stone and you'll get your tent pegs in.
Eventually.
Eventually. We're home. We had a super unsuccessful morning. We got some really nice pictures of oryx, but that's about as far as it goes. So really quiet morning. Overall, photographically, a really unproductive trip, but it was relaxing, and that's what's actually important. It's nice to be out in nature. It's nice to sit around a fire at night. It's nice to hear the jackals and the lions at night, and that's what it's all about. It's relaxing. Not every trip is going to be photographic. Not every trip is going to get you a picture that you want to mount on your wall. That's just a fact. So we leave that until next time. Thank you for joining us. It was nice to have you come along with us. And next time we travel, we might just do this again. Who knows?